What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I have for you guys another exciting unboxing to dig into. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And before you head out, hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it, everyone. So we have a knife coming in from Harnds. I've been talking with them recently. And if you guys have been following along for an extended period, you will know that Harnds makes one of my favorite affordable knives ever. The Talisman, which we can bring out here momentarily, is an excellent knife coming in at an extremely good price. And been talking with them, and they said that they would send some stuff in for me to take a look at. So what we have here is the Harnds Time, and this is going to be a full-size knife. We have a cutout for deployment along with the rear flipper tab. We have some textured G10 along with a geared G10 backspacer. We have a nice deep carry clip, and it looks like that will be reversible. Looks like you take this whole piece over to here. Don't quote me on that, but that's the way that it looks. And you have a nice little lanyard tube down there. And let's get the blade out and take a look at this guy. So you're asking, what steel is this coming in? What price is this? Well, these are going to come in right around the $35 price point, and they're going to be coming in Sandvik 14C 28N steel, and that is kind of what drew me to the Talisman a year or so ago when I picked that up. It's probably been even longer, or no, that was actually a gift, and that's how I was introduced to Harnds. I was gifted a Talisman and fell in love with it, and I got a hold of them, and they said they would gladly send some stuff in. Good solid lockup there, about 25%, and our blade is nicely centered. The detent feels very good as well. Thumb flick, reverse flick is absolute money. You can get a nice wind up on that guy, and the flipper tab works well for the push button and the light switch. Guys, if this might not be for everyone, not everyone will be down in this price point, and that's okay. You can still enjoy the video. But for everyone else who isn't trying to break the bank and they're trying to find a good EDC knife at a reasonable price, or you're just looking to add knives to your collection, right? It's not a bad idea to have some actual users in your collection, stuff you can beat on, and it's going to perform well. That way your more premium stuff, whatever that may be, isn't getting quite messed up or all mucked up or whatever it might be. But with Harnds, guys, you're going to get very good functionality and utility out of these knives. They chamfer and jimp the liner. The 14C with the satin finish. Yeah, there's a couple of things I would tweak and take away, right? I wouldn't put the Harnds on the blade. I'd keep that clean and just leave the little H on the pivot there and be done with it. I think that would just look so much better. But at 35 bucks, it's not going to be a deal breaker whatsoever. With 14C textured G10, you're getting a deep carry clip there. For 35 bucks, I would say this is going to be a solid knife. And I don't know how they're heat treating the 14C, but I do know that the 14C that is on the Talisman has done and been exceptional. So this is going to carry nice and deep in the pocket, and the way the texturing is done on the handle and the amount of tension on that pocket clip, this guy is not going to go anywhere in your pocket unless you want it to go somewhere. So this will be good in and out of the pocket. Why don't we go ahead and we'll cut some stuff and see what kind of edge came on this. I want to bring out the Talisman here and show you guys that knife as well for anyone who hasn't seen it. But I'm not sure who OEMs their knives. I guess I'll have to ask them and see what they say. And we have a fixed blade coming in from Harnds as well to check out, which looks Really interesting. It's kind of a mixture between an EDC fixed blade and maybe a slight outdoor fixie, more geared towards EDC, I think, at least based on the size of the knife. Now, it could be more geared for outdoors. I'm not quite sure how the sheath is, but you know, it'll fully depend on the sheath as far as if it'll be a good everyday carry or if it's just an outdoor fixed blade. But good solid edge on that guy. Now, while I'm thinking about it, let's bring out the Talisman. They have a couple different flavors of each of these knives. Now, the Talisman, yeah, it's going to be a little bit bigger than the Time here. And I like the names that they're using. Time, Talisman, 14C. We have contoured G10 handles here. We have a nice backspacer, deep carry clip that's actually been recessed behind the scales there. Good access with a chamfer on this. And this one is also coming in around that $35, $36 price point. Nice satin finish on both the blades. So if you're looking for something a little different than the mainstream, you know, production knives, Sencut, Civivi, you know, those types of companies, and those will be a little bit higher on the price point. Petrified Fish, you know, the mainstream companies, right? If you're looking to kind of go a different direction, this would be a good candidate to take a look at. Or Harnds would be a good candidate to take a look at. You know, I don't have a ton of experience with their knives, but like I said, I've had this for well over a year now. I got it as a gift. I believe it was one or two Christmases ago. I've had it for well over a year. And I have loved every minute of it. They give you anodized pivot collars on this one. So they give you a couple different blade shapes. This is more of a drop point, where this is more of a clip point. It is quite a bit higher than your pivot, but still going to be usable as far as the tip goes. Just a different take on a clip point. You have a nice little bit of straight going into this big belly here. And then you do still have a little pokey tip there, where this is going to be more of your standard drop point. Both have good access. I like the route they're going here with this one, though, with the chamfer and the jimping. Although this has a nice chamfer, very easy and comfortable to disengage. And then about the action, nice controlled drop shut action. Just a couple little shakes and it goes home nice and easy. The detent, guys, is absolutely solid on this one as well. I would say it's, for me, it's about perfect. It's actually, for some people, it might be a little strong. So if you're someone who likes a little bit stronger detent and you're in this type of price range, definitely going to be a good candidate. The pocket clip has extremely good retention, so that angles in that direction. I'm wondering if it can be switched, because, oh, it doesn't look like you can on the Talisman. It looks like that will be right hand only. I only mention that because it looks like you might be able to take this and the clip housing, if you will, I guess, off and then switch that around. But it looks like, so if that's going left, maybe it won't. That might end up putting the clip this way. But I don't know that for sure. That's something we can definitely find out, though, in a separate video. Or if you're interested in it and you are a lefty, you can just leave a comment down below and ask. But it looks like it could be, but like I said, don't hold me to that. The cutout works great for the thumb and the reverse flick. Yeah, you're not going to shake this guy out whatsoever. Flipper tab works really good. Push button, light switch, all day long on this thing. It's a good size. It's going to be comfortable. Yeah, good ergos on this thing. And then you have a nice little choke up spot here too behind the edge. So you have a nice amount of control over this guy. And then you'll be able to use that to get up on that tip as well. Definitely a fan of Harnds, the materials they're using, the quality at which they are making these knives. These guys are kind of like the diamond in the rough, if you will. They're that company that if you're looking in the $30 to $40 range and you're looking to get the most out of your money, I think they're a good candidate to take a look at. They've been around for a couple of years at least, and they're using 14C, they're using G10, they contour some of their knives, or some of their handles, I'm sorry. These are going to be more flat, but they do have nice chamfered edges, so still going to be nice and comfortable in hand. And some people don't want contouring, some people don't care, so you know, that is completely up to the end user. But you guys will have to let me know down in the comments. Do you have any experience with Harnds knives? Are you in that price point as well? Because if you are, I will definitely have more $30, $40 knives to come in and check out. That way you guys can have as many options as possible to take a look at. Make the best decision that you possibly could find, and we'll keep rolling with it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I definitely enjoy the price point and the materials on their knives for sure. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Lots of videos coming every single day, sometimes twice a day. Go check out one of these 3 videos here, or here, and I will catch you guys on the next one.